done with the theater, leaving.
Yeah.
A guy's talking to his friends. I hear him say, "Really? You don't like anything about it?" He's like, hated it. He's like, boring as shit.
Just use it because we got it.
We watched a movie called New Hope.
Star
Wars.
Love
it. Yeah, and you remember as a kid you're watching it, and then there's this moment where they say, hey, this happened, people died to get this information for the Death Star.
Yeah.
And now we get this, and as a kid I don't think I really cared necessarily.
Right.
But then you always kind of thought, like, wow, something happened before these movies that we're watching. Yeah. And now we got that. And I think it's like the grittiest, most real what you could have gotten.
Oh, absolutely.
For what you were expecting.
Absolutely.
You saw it.
I saw it, man. I saw it today. Look, I'm going to jump right into this. The beginning of the movie for me, it's a little bit of negativity, but I liked the movie. Look at that away. I did. I really liked the movie. The beginning of the movie, the first 30 to 40 minutes, terrible.
I understand.
It put me to sleep. I just couldn't get into the backstories. I appreciate them trying to give the information because, like we don't read the books, the comics. You know, we watch movies and cartoons, so we don't know all about Jen Erso and Galen Erso and all of that. For diehard Star Wars fans, I feel like they probably appreciate all the backstory more, and they probably understand it a little bit better, which is fine. It just wasn't for me, and I just thought it was boring. It was just drawn out a lot. But about almost halfway through the movie, I thought it really picked up for me. And I was like awake. I'm like, this is awesome. This is what I was waiting for. And I want to just mention this. Can we just talk about it?
Well, no, I was talking.
I'm so excited about it.
You talked about characters, and this is what's great about this movie is I don't know the names of the characters. I don't need to know the characters.
No comment.
Yeah, the movie is not character based. Like I don't feel like it's like really well developed characters that have this camaraderie. It doesn't have that. What it does have is you care about the cause. Because now we're at a point where it's not Han Solo in this great relationship with Leia. It's not Han Solo in Force Awakens, which was good camaraderie and family feeling, and you got that feeling. They didn't do that. They basically said, "Hey, we're rebels. Someone found out about this like weapon. It's called the Death Star, man. Right. It kills planets. Like you are coming with me. Oh yeah, because there's some dangerous shit flying around space, and it's going to blow up our planet."
Right. The movie, I didn't care about. I know we both didn't really care about the characters. We weren't invested. But you brought up a good point earlier. They made you care about the cause, the overall story. And I can't think of a movie that's made me feel like that in a long time. Like, that's great because everyone dies. And we like that. We really like that. How, look, everyone sacrificed themselves to get these plans. And they're gone. And I'm okay with that. Even though I wasn't invested in their character. But the overall story, to save the galaxy. I mean, this is just a small part into everyone's hand in saving the galaxy, and I was really invested in that part.
And as each character dies, because we were talking earlier too about how each character as they die, they don't sit there and take a moment to say like, "Oh, you're dying." They look back and they're like, "This is what we said was going to happen. Right. You're dead. We keep going." They just sequentially kept moving up.
Right. They have their moment, and I respected that. They died the way they died, and the cause they died for made me care a little bit more. But overall, their character, I mean, we didn't know a lot about them. And I didn't really care about them that much.
I told you, I feel like it's the Galactic World War II. This is Tom Hanks. When you had the Hollywood-ized Saving Private Ryan, and then you come back to like your neighbor or someone who actually was in World War II, you're like, that's a more gritty story.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, maybe it's not as interesting and it doesn't fit the movie. You're like, boy, that doesn't feel like the movie. But that's how this movie is. It's not Star Wars connected, but it makes sense. And you're like, it belongs in the story, but it's still separated from Star Wars.
Yeah, the connections really come with the small references and the ending. We're just going to say this right now. Darth Vader. We finally get the Darth Vader we want. The way he just took out all those rebels after they get the plans and they're all terrified. They're running from him. He lights up his saber. He's breathing. He's forcing. He's slicing. Awesome. I loved it. It's the Vader I've wanted to see forever.
He Negans the hell out of him.
Absolutely. I loved it. They finally gave it to us, and it was a great scene. I just loved hearing Emperor. Emperor. That's it. I loved hearing it. It was cool.
And
I really liked it.
I always talk about music.
Yeah.
They didn't give you the full Star Wars music until they give you the Imperial March when Vader's like brought out. Even though we were talking how he comes out of this weird chemical bath. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that was weird. His breathing shower. I don't know what that was, but whatever. Yeah,
maybe it's like a bat. I don't know what. I don't care about the tank he came out of. But what I do care about is the space scenes with the ships.
Yeah,
The Hammerhead ship that like
Straight out of a New Hope.
unbelievable. It's the first. I haven't seen space scenes like that since the original films.
Yeah, I love they're well done. I love when they crash together. It was hilarious. I like they're bouncing into the ship and they're full power and they're running each other.
They tore a
Great
destroyer in half with another destroyer, so the destroyer would crash into a bank of like shield arrays,
Right,
and knock down the shield.
right.
It was the most epic shield failure ever.
Yeah,
like,
it was a great scene. I love that scene. All the references, loved them. Really quick, let's talk about
sweet Jesus, Rick.
really quick. Let's talk about Carrie Fisher. I mean, I love that's what I needed. That's what I needed.
Man.
She gets the plane as a disc, and it's her CG, and the CG looked great. It was for 4 seconds, but the CG looked really good, and I like that.
You were in the second row too. I was in the second row.
B-14, and
B-14.
yeah, man. And I thought the CG looked good. I love that. I mean, it's like, look, this is like 2 days or a day before A New Hope, and she's gonna eventually go put in R2, and we know what happens after that. So that just made me give goosebumps. Like
someone put on her page. What was her final words? I want to think of something about A New Hope.
Yeah.
She says something about hope, but we were both too excited to remember.
So, but yeah, and another character I thought the CG was mostly good was Tarkin. There was one scene where I really noticed he was CG'd, and
you said it looked like Clone Wars.
It looked like Clone Wars. I mean, it looked like, I swear, they took a picture out of Clone Wars and put it on his face. Other than that, Tarkin I thought looked really good most of the movie. And it was cool to see him back too. I love all the
first
little
appearance might throw people off with Vader. Like there was a weirdness to it at first, but I think it's just adjusting to, like you said, he's getting older. The voice, you know.
Yeah, he's getting older, and yeah, there were little differences in his costume. I was fine with it. It was Vader. It was a good movie. I enjoyed this movie.
Really good movie.
Like I said, for me, the beginning was slow. It took me out of it, but then as the movie went for me,
it got
dry, better and better and better and better and better. But
they're telling you like this is a story that wasn't necessarily Star Wars that you remember, but like you had to know what happened. And it's like someone did a documentary and says like, hey, do you want to know what happened between those like battles like a World War II? Like we're gonna take this one little moment that no one doesn't know a lot about.
Right.
And we're gonna keep those people like it was about the mission.
Right. No, and that's probably one thing I respect most about the movie. It was appreciate the mission. Love that. Tim, we got to wrap this up. What is your rating out of 10?
I'm not going to disagree with you. It's a dry movie. I like the dryness and everybody dies. And the way they die is just sequential and awesome. And yeah, they Neganed it. They Neganed and Bruce Willis did it with the spaceship smashing into each other. Yippee-yi-kai. I'm going to do a 10 out of 10. I just don't...
10 out of 10 for Tim Lemke. Look, for me, it's a 7.5 out of 10. I like the movie. It's just beginning, the first 30 to 40 minutes, it really took me out. But it's a good movie. See this movie.
It's my number one for 2016, I think.
We're going to see it again. It's Star Wars. It's Rogue One. I'm Matt. He's Tim.
I'm Tim.
He likes to say we both like to say his name, Tim. But look, check us out. Thank you for watching this review.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, may the Force...
We have a green screen.
The Force be with you. How many times can you say the Force in a movie? Force is me.
The Force.
The Force is with me. I am the Force. That guy was awesome.
You open peanut butter with Force, like you don't put CPUs in your motherboard with Force.
No, you don't.
A little Force. There's a rocker switch. We're learning.
Make a teaspoon of Force. Look, Force be with you. We're the Not So Much Show. Our Rogue One Star Wars story review. See this. Enjoy.
That was beautiful, Rick.
Woo!
I mean, if we leave the set, we have to have some production quality. And see, Matt, this is what I'm saying. This is why people respect us.
20 seconds.
All I can say about that is...
Move out! Let's go!